Let's roll with some Peglin Cruci 12 then, shall we? Bombs should have significantly less of an impact. Let's roll with the sprouting, yeah, sure. Sounds good. You can get a lot of great value off the sprouting if you're playing for it properly. A very, very nice passive to start off with. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that is possible. It is definitely something I could do. Got a Betsy fight as well. A few things we can do to take care of Betsy. I do need to make sure that I'm getting my bombs. But let's handle that aspect, shall we? 14, this should take care of the bat. I'm gonna say it would be nice if I could get another bomb, but I would have enjoyed slightly more gold. Well, that is incredibly unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate indeed. That's just such a bad gold map. You just get absolutely no gold to speak of. Honestly, I might just need to take a cookbook here. But I'm going to take pumpkin pie because I'd rather take a pumpkin pie. Pretty simple, eh? Okay, Perfect Forger is a very, very good passive to have. Really, really beautiful. Honestly, I don't care which way I go. Sure, there we go. Hello. Reduce is probably also very good, but I'm going to take a fresh bandana. I do need some level of tempo. Misnavigating away from the store gives me a chance to collect up some gold, which is technically perfectly fine. I really did not need to go to the store with how much gold I did not have. I just had access to 0 gold whatsoever. Of course, I just wasn't getting fights in my question marks, which is fine. It just means that I'm not going to be trying to play for sprouting early. It's just, if you can actually get the RNG lined up for sprouting early, it is so insane. It's just so insane that it's absolutely worth going for. It just obviously didn't occur here, you know. That's fine. We didn't need it to, but it would have been extremely nice if it did. We still have a lot of amazing tempo tools on our side, so really not too worried. We also aren't down any health yet, but in return we don't really have any gold, which definitely not ideal. Gold is extremely handy, unless you do get a lot of your win condition. A lot of your win condition. I should be able to hit yeah, nice. A bomb on one hit. 69 gold echo, that is good. Good. Go to this store. I kind of get all my gold drained though, so we'll just go aggressive. There's no anti-Betsy, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm just not going to go to a store in Area 1, and that's perfectly fine. Part of the reason why it's just perfectly fine is because we've got strength investments. We're just building up so much gold for the rest of the run that it's just going to be so worth it. That's the theory behind it. We'll see how well it works out, because obviously going to stores is very nice. You generally are going to find exactly what you want. Well, not exactly what you want, but once you go to enough stores, you will, eh? Alright, so we do that. There we go. Okay, perfect. Didn't want to lose too much health here, and this is always a pretty brutal fight in terms of health loss. Just because you cannot make progress on those bombs. It's really unfortunate. Double. Very good orb, but it's not actually an orb I want to pick up now. It like hard counters the observer, but it's kind of poor before then, and I'd rather pick up other pieces. And also just like hold on to my gold for a bit longer. I'm very greedy. I don't want to part with my gold when I've got a strength investment, what can I say? Great first shot, by the way. Like, terrible, actually got enough damage to kill the bat straight up. Like, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Yeah, even just having like a fresh bandana and perfect forger does just mean that we're in a great spot for anything we pick up. Any orb that we're going to pick up is going to be pretty solid. Or perhaps more than pretty solid, depending on what orb it is. Like, if we got our hands on another Matilska, that would be such a huge deal. Honestly, I might just grab one of those as well. I won't do another upgrade. I don't need a level 3 Echo for the mini-boss fight, but it would be so good. Oh, that's a refreshing punch. Yeah, one of those is a rare relic, and one of those is no relic at all, so... Oh, wow. One of those is a common relic, and one of those is a complex claw, so... Wow. Oh my. This has been rather impressive. I have just collected some very, very solid tools. That's for sure. Some really, really solid tools. Man, gotta love that. Alright, so... Oh man, look at the AoE powers for that shot. Oh, it's beautiful. He's on 220, he's on 89. Oh, they're donezo. Oh, I missed that refresh. Ooh. Actually a bit unfortunate. Didn't want that. Not to worry, because we have you. There we go. Another refresh would be amazing. Could you do that for me? And that wasn't onto him, eh? Oh my. Oh, this has just been legendary, eh? Sometimes things do just work out very well for you, and wow. That was pretty insane. Wow. Not a single drop of health lost. Monstera Fleece, his backpack. Definitely just going to take a Monstera because it's so early that it should just be very solid. We'll grab a bit of gold. Not too much. But... Oh wait, can we do full heal after Betsy? Never mind. We'll shoot one air orb. Shouldn't get too much damage. Still fine. I can just not shoot bombs on the next shot because red will still be alive. Red is absolutely still alive. We just need to take things a bit slow, finish up. Oh, not the refresh. Okay. Oh man. Well, this is much faster than I was hoping for. Like, I'm happy not to lose any health here, don't get me wrong. It's just very, very fast. But it looks like I'm gonna have to aim over here, because I have just hit so many bombs this map despite not having like short fuse or enhanced gunpowder at all. That's kind of crazy. The ball lightning does tempt me. Oh god. One. Nice. I was gonna say I can get stuck on that side pretty easily. It's not hard, but how many eggs I actually hit there while I'm stuck is a different matter entirely. Of course we get the echo immediately. I mean, why wouldn't I get the echo immediately? Oh, can I have a crit? No. Okay. Why would I be allowed to have a crit, eh? Not to worry. We can still deal very good damage nonetheless. Alright, so you're just going to do something like this. Not too much, maybe go on a pumpkin pie slot to get some more pegs. And then you leave the Cobra Knob active to do that. And that's just like pretty amazing damage. Refill Buster gets a kill. Oh, it left him 1 health. And spawns in some more gold for my Restore and the rest of the fight to collect. Actually take a bit more time than I'd like. But yeah, no, we just have some insane passives. Having Fresh Bandana, Refill Buster, and what's it called? Refreshing Punch is just like so insane. Oh, I kind of wasn't trying to kill him there, but that's fine. Oh, there we go. That was that. It was very simple indeed. Oh, I already maxed out the Cobra Knob. Yeah, 103 health versus Betsy. I think we'll be fine. Oh my. Technically, it is what I meant to take. Refill Buster Refresher is always very fun. I mean, fine, I'll just take a recon, sure, whatever. Just good. Don't really want to turn it down, but I'm not going to play for it. I've already turned down a Reduce, actually. That was kind of my main reason for picking it up, to be honest. It's actually a really good gold generation passive when you combine it with Reduce, Refuse, Recycle, but I did forget that I don't have access to Reduce, Refuse, Recycle this run. If you hit a crit, that would be legendary. I mean, look, the boss is still on that much health. You're never going to complain about that, are you? Alright, so we should be able to build up a lot of gold. Getting that Cobra was very nice. And grab our 2 max HP. Oh, 1 max HP, right? Because we don't get the Betsy max HP. That's fine. Alright, boom. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, 3 max HP total though. We are just going to be printing max HP for this early part, aren't we? That's nice. Really just wanted to get that vine out of the way though, because it was a pretty nasty one. Very hard to reach. Yeah, not nasty in terms of actually like popping a whole bunch of pegs. Honestly, you're not even worth shooting. But I'll still shoot you. There you go. Afraid that any vine that any shot that's going to pop vines is very worth shooting. So got it. See what you do. You get caught. Okay. I figured you would, but I thought I'd give you a chance. With 7 gold, yep. Sprouting is going to work extremely, extremely well if we can get a decent-ish map for it. 1 bomb means I get to land damage on you. Yeah, we are just looking very good right now, aren't we? I'll happily take the safety pegulations if I want to just remove my bomb damage. Because obviously I do have Recombobulator, so my constant bomb damage is just insanely broken because Recombobulator is insanely broken. But it is just a fun relic, so I do like playing with it. And as long as I don't play for it as my like main win condition, because it obviously can be very easily, I'll be extremely happy because I don't really want to play with it as my main win condition. Fine for it to just be a supporting role though. Just that a lot of the time... Oh damn it, so close. So close, damn. A lot of the time Recombobulator is just a ridiculous overachiever. Just how it goes. There we go, there we go. Okay, good. I collected all the gold on the map. That was the one thing I cared about, and I got it. So, beautiful stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Well, these are the kind of relics that I was hoping to see, that's for sure. In theory, because we've got Perfect Forge, if ever it was to be good, now's the time, right? Because we've got Sprouting, Perfect Forger. We can just go Clarity if we wanted. I don't want to, but man, last time Haglins Satchel was actually pretty amazing. Amazing for this, not for the spot, but just pretty solid in general. It gave me good orbs. Orbs that I didn't necessarily want in the final battle, but they were good for a while. So we'll try again. Enter the next area, down a bit more health, down a bit. Oh wait, the orbs can't be upgraded, never mind. We don't have a horrible in our deck, do we? Oh, I've spoiled myself, and wow. Oh my. Win is all but guaranteed now, so what do we want to do? Technically, I do just have a Recombobulator win condition that I can now just play for. Something Circle onto Bubble is perfectly fine, and that's what I should just play until the Observer, and then when I get to the Observer, I can also just play that into the Observer, because Recombobulator is a very fair and balanced passive. Wow, that's awfully interesting, isn't it? I should just take Blinded by the Fight here, yes. Oh, actually, Grinding Monstera, and that makes it harder to collect Grinding Monstera picks. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Well, I know what this map is, and oh, not quite, then. It's fine. I will heal up. Slowly but surely. Oh, well, that's a lot of stores. I like the look of that. I do not have a Refreshive, which would actually be a very, very nice piece to have at this stage. It's because it's so good with Recombobulator. What did I turn it down for again? Oh, did I take the Recombobulator over it? Yeah, that about checks out. I don't really care about taking this hit. I just want to collect the Grinding Monster HP on that side. Yeah, awesome. That's a Dog. Dog Dob's insane healing, and especially if we don't have any active healing, instead we just have max health gains, it's definitely worth it. Do I want to spend 25 gold on a Dog? I mean, 25 gold is absolutely worth it. Make no mistake about that. The question is purely just, do I want to? I kind of don't. I think I'm fine to just carry on with Restore being my only healing source, because, yeah, it's not great at all, but it's fine. 73 gold there? Oh no. Oh no. So do I duplicate a Restore for extreme value, or do I just duplicate, well, you know, the Summoning Circle? Like, oh no, I lost 6 health, and in return I got a level 3 Summoning Circle. And now I get to do this shot. Yep, that seems pretty good. It's 14 gold. Oh, we're not going to be able to... Oh. How much health do I want to lose here? Honestly, I think I just don't. Hold on. Alright, I can't aim straight through a coin peg. Oh my god. I was following normal summoning circle rules where you can just aim through a peg to hit a peg behind it. But that doesn't work for Koganov. Oh, you hit a crit? Oh, I didn't actually want you to get a kill. Yeah, so we can't shoot Therastolf this match. I thought about, should I wait for it? Should I not? Then I very much decided not to, because, well, it would have taken too long. I would have lost so much health. It was slightly not worth it. Alright, this fight is kind of just solved once you get good AoE, so... The good AoE that we do... Another summoning circle into Koganov. I'm not complaining, it's nice, but... Sure, I guess. Sure. But unfortunately the good AoE that we have is... the 2 last orbs out. Man, we need some removals, and we need them fast. I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Haglins Satchel anyway. In this scenario, we are adding 2 orbs to our deck, which technically we should be keeping for the entire run. But, yeah, good stuff. 121? Barely. Nice. But, like, we still have so many bad orbs in our deck that, despite the fact that we added 2 good ones, deck's not really improved all too much. Generator. I should just take a Generator, so I will just take a Generator. I just looked at my gold, and I'm kind of at, you know, 600 gold. I just went to the last question mark for a while, so, yeah, for quite a while. I'm more than willing to spend some gold to try and abate these upcoming elite fights, because they're going to be pretty nasty, I suspect. We might be losing a fair chunk of health. That's fine. That is what you'd expect. We are also gaining a very decent chunk of max HP, so it's definitely a trade that I'm willing to make. Alright, Summoning Circle, Refilibuster with some bombs. If you'd be so kind as to do like none of that, that would make me very sad, which is what you've just done. How disappointing. It seems that I'm completely unable to hit a refresh, which is not ideal. There we go. Much better. And one more, and one more. One more bomb, please. More bomb or refresh. You'd be so kind. Not quite. Well, that's fine. This is precisely why we've added the Echo to our deck. As it turns out, Echo's just like kind of insane. Getting to repeat your damage once more is actually just really, really broken. Oh no, I can't hit that. The problem with Blinded by the Fight, it's very hard to tell these kinds of things. Without Unicorn Horn, it's much harder to get a grasp of what the map actually looks like. So it looks like if I want to do stuff, I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to wait for that bottom Granny Monster Peg for around about now. That way I should be able to hit it when the orbs, drop to the bottom. Just like that. Beautiful. It's always nice when a plan comes together, eh? Beautiful, and no enhanced gunpowder makes it a lot harder to collect that kind of stuff, eh? That's fine. Fair few bombs. Oh, that's so worth it. That's so worth it. At this point, I have orbs that are better in my deck. Not really. Not really. It's so worth it. Oh, I've just got to. Oh, Mask of Joy, Refresh, also correct. Both are fun. The correct pick here. They're both really good. Is it just Mask of Joy, or is it just... I go for critting on my orbs. Anything particularly interesting? Nothing particularly interesting yet, but I'll still just take it. Mask of Joy is very fun and very good, but I like my refresh critting. That's fun. Alright, we lost a lot of health there, and we are going to lose quite a bit more here too. That's fine. Although, these are some pretty big openings. Pretty good start. Geez, I only have 4 bad orbs in my deck. 5 bad orbs, sorry. Why am I getting 4 of them immediately? Oh well, that's fine. It just means I'm guaranteed losing more health than I'd like, but it's still perfectly fine. There we go, 54, 90. Yeah, I really need to get on top of these removals, so getting to these 2 stores, buying 2 removals, and hopefully also an ambidextrony. Yeah, that would be sick. That would be so sick. There we go, bag of orange pegs, echo chamber, mental mantle. We'll just go with a bag of orange pegs, shall we? Nothing too fancy. Now, oh, it's here, I see. Now this is the problem with growing Monstera. It can get very tricky sometimes. And it's absolutely not worth going for, to be clear, but I just kind of want to go for it. These are not great. Like naturally it's got a removal, so I'm very pleased with that. And I actually really do appreciate the Unicorn Horn right now, but not great, for sure. Still, it's at least somewhat decent. Not going to complain too much, eh? Getting Unicorn, Pocket Sand. These are definitely going to be nice for later. Tactical Treat, Strange Brew. How much health do we have and which boss are we fighting? We have enough health right now, but could be more for sure. Couple of day boost was nice, wasn't it? That's an enhanced. I do love good enhanced. I also love sand arrows, but I'm afraid that if you're going to compare yourself to enhanced when I've got like a recombobulator, then not really a choice. So in a perfect world, we hit some pretty good common relics in this store, like for example a duck and cover, a navigation inflation, and a refresher course. Yeah, no, all 3 of those would be very nice, I agree. Yeah, we'll do that to double check. No orbs that I particularly care about, not really. Don't need scaling, yes. Alright, no, looks good. Alright, that was very solid. Still missing a bunch of the stuff that I would love to have, but that was definitely very solid, so I'm absolutely not going to complain. No ambidextrony, so we've still got a lot of bad orbs in our deck. That is a fair chunk of damage, eh? But now that we have a navigation and inflation plus enhanced gunpowder, we should just be at tons of gold for the rest of the run. We should be able to beat up our gold for the passive called? Sprouting investment very easily. Good stuff. Nice, 1 more max health, not quite. That's fine. Yep, there's only so much value we can actually get from Restore with a deck this large. Because without any active healing, we are just awesome. Very pleased with that max HP, not so pleased with that gold, but that's fine. We're just putting ourselves at risk if we try and shoot the Restore every single fight. I have a lot of max HP, and I have a lot of max HP gains. I have 0 healing. So in theory, it's just ideal to take this. Oh, you know what? Let's just mess around, shall we? It's been a while since I've done this. And, yeah, it's not a good idea. I've already got the achievement, of course. I like to call this playing on hard mode. Not a good idea, but it is a fun one. And even if you do have your max HP and not take the Infernal Ingot, things still can just go fine for you. You know, you can still just get a lot of power from just normal shots. Coming circles into rub-orbs, they are pretty good. But that's definitely going to make this run a lot harder. I might actually lose, honestly. It is going to be quite difficult, but I'm up for the challenge. Absolutely up for the challenge, so we'll see how it goes. We'll get the first painting kills now. I really do appreciate having Unicorn Horn quite a bit. Allowing to set up shots like that is quite useful. Not sure if I want to shoot the Bob Orb just because setting up AoE on this map is a double-edged sword. It probably is still worth it. Ah, nah, you know what? Let's just not. Let's just not. Oh, I see we're getting our blind on him. We don't really care. The painter's hits are never the problem. We don't really care about them, but it is always going to be nice to just negate their hits. It is a useful thing to be doing, after all. Might just discard past the... Yes, let's just discard past the... Oh, okay. Very interesting. We'll see what you've got for me. Doesn't deal damage yet, but of course that's what the crit's for. Yeah, not great. I think I'm just going to be going aggressive from here. I think I'm going to try and just blow enemies up ASAP, because we don't really have much time and our deck is kind of bad. This current setup. It's pretty poor. We're lacking the capabilities that we really do desperately need. So as such, I need to respond accordingly and make an active effort to try and win here, because the damage ramps up for this fight quite drastically. If we're not dealing good damage like that, then we're in big trouble, because there's a lot of Spinfection pegs on the left, and I'm very much not aiming at them on purpose. They would deal a lot of damage to me if I aimed at them, and unfortunately, that removes my access to a large chunk of the board. Good news is I can still do a lot of damage, but perhaps not quite as much as I would like. Yep. So there we go, we're unleashing the Spinfection now, and 15 Spinfection is an awful lot. This definitely could be very painful for sure. I really do need... Well, Snow Symbol's not bad. I do appreciate the extra debuffs. Double buffs as well is very nice. I do have a refresher course, so yeah, sure. Absolutely works out well. Hazmat has been the bulwark for Ulwark. I believe we are fine with a simple bulwark for Ulwark, but it's always a bad idea picking up bulwark for Ulwark. The problem is it's an even worse idea picking up Hazmat Has-Beens without a good source of healing. And I like turn down a Doctor Orb, you know, that kind of thing. 422 gold with double store. Did I just see that? That does make me very happy. Single store. It's very unfortunate. I was really very hopeful for... Oh my, 210 bulwark. That is a lot. A lot. The guy getting double buffs, I believe, does make a pretty big difference there. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah. Our max HP will be regained eventually, but I took your refresh also crit. Good. Good, good. Otherwise I might just be lacking damage a lot of the time, which would be unfortunate for sure. I've turned down a sand arrows. Okay, good to know. We can still do some pretty heavy debuffing as our game plan though, thanks to the status symbol that we've just picked up. That was some pretty good damage, eh? Was that bag of orange pegs? That was bag of orange pegs. I was... Nice bounce. Nice bounce. Come on. I mean, I should have seen that coming. There's just something about this map where, like... Yeah, I do that. I do that. Oh my god, I did it again. Oh. Oh, this map's brutal, eh? Absolutely brutal. I don't even have like a round guard or a decoy on. What is this? Crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, so no double store. That does make me really sad. I really need free removes. Yup. That's what I need. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. If you got another one, I would really appreciate that, to be honest, because, well, I kind of need it. Alright, this is... Ooh, hang on a second. I want to try and get a split, like... That's like what we like to call the opposite of a split. It's where all the orbs go in one spot. That's not what I was looking for, I'm afraid. Oh, you didn't go? Damn. Oh. Don't worry, I believe in Rub-Orb. All it takes is one roll to end the fight. The power of Echo. Echo plus Rub-Orb is beautiful after all. Well, perhaps I shouldn't end the fight, so I'll do that. Try not to end the fight. See if that works. Yes, perfect, that worked. Lovely. Now I just get to claim a little bit more max HP, a little bit of healing, and that's just really nice. Very, very nice indeed. Especially since I've got more than enough gold, I don't need to worry about shooting the Kobe Knob anymore. Is that going to stop me? No, but I don't need to. And I really wish this lined up. Really wish it did. Fortunately, I don't think there's anything that can be done about that, so we're just gonna hopefully get a removal from somewhere else, because I'm gonna be honest, it is kind of necessary, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. Talk about very unfortunate. This is not a good fight for us. I'm quivering in my boots. Where's my crit? crit right there. Hit the crit right here. It's right there. No! So close. So far. The good news is we can kind of hopefully dodge most of this guy's hits. That's what I'm hoping for. This looks fine, right? Or would I rather something more like that? Yeah, something more like that. Beautiful stuff, Rubble. Beautiful stuff. If you want to hit the rig bombs, feel free, but my health regen capabilities are extremely bad, so it's really not the most ideal, but... Oh, I took that hit as well. But, I mean, this is always going to be a bit of a brutal fight. I really do need to get my hands on, like, a Basalt Totem. I just have to get to a store ASAP, don't I? There's too much stuff that I need from the store. Way too much stuff. Including, like, another apple a day, honestly. Like, just top me up once more. For some reason, I lost all of my max HP. I wonder where it went. Who could have done this to me, right? I do need to play a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. Unfortunately, it is kind of necessary at this stage. Yeah, we have a lot of gold to work with, and that is extremely, extremely useful. I'm gonna be honest, it's not even worth shooting you. I just want to get to my restorbs, eh? Okay, I said it wasn't even worth shooting you. I do realize now that I'm in this fight, and if I get hit by one of these guys, I lose a lot of health. That's not good. You're not meant to lose a lot of health. That's more like it. Beautiful. Alright, so now we will just do a shot like this, and I believe that I want to go for a bit of a split. Like that, except it was also meant to hit the refresh, but that's fine. It opened up the refresh, and perhaps that is enough. Perhaps that is simply enough. There we go. Nice work, Refilibuster. I do want to get my hands on a second... Nice, I did. Restored this fight. I managed that, which is sick. Oh yes. Huge. Absolutely huge for my max HP here. I really do appreciate that a whole bunch. I'll just finish it off now. Don't need to mess around for too... That scared me an awful lot. I thought he was just about to detonate. Oh my. Well, luckily he didn't detonate, eh? Luckily he did not detonate. Still lost a lot of health here though, but I gained a lot of max HP, and that is very important because I really do need the max HP. Playing on hard mode is hard. Hard mode is of course the getting the Inferno Ingot event and then having your max HP, but not taking the Inferno Ingot. We don't need no Inferno Ingot now, do we? This should be good. Oh, it was not in fact what I was aiming for. Fine. Okay, oh, this is a fun first shot. Very fun first shot. It might be a bit too explosive, but I think we should be good. It is very explosive, yeah. Such good stuff. Nice thing about Generator as well, or shooting it there specifically, is that most of the impact of Generator will happen on future shots. So, even if it is completely broken, in terms of just how much it's doing for you, it is mostly happening on future shots. So, don't have to worry about it too much. But the impact that it makes is just tremendous. Truly amazing. Don't care if you don't do anything. Yeah, well, that's fine. Oh, I have enhanced, so I can just do that. Awesome. Where else are we missing? Alright, the other restore, that's what I was waiting for. A second generator is absolutely worth it. Let's add it to our deck. I should press the heal button again. That is the correct play. If I'm fighting... I'm not scared of this guy, but if I was fighting someone else, I would do it. But I should just do it. It is just the correct play. If I'm sitting on as much gold as I'm sitting on, which I am, I'm sitting on a lot of... Wait, hang on 1 second. You almost got me there. You almost got me so good. Oh man. If I'm sitting on as much gold as I am, then I really should just be doing it. Boomyverse is absolutely the correct play. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. It is a good passive, really. Not worth it though. I don't want to change my navigation, because if I did pick up the Orbits story, then I would get a rare relic. We have... Oh, actually maybe not, because we don't have the chest in Area 4, right? But I have 3 question marks here, so the question mark in Area 4 would be overridden and replaced with a chest, and that's really bad news. Boomyverse is obviously the correct play, absolutely. I don't want to play for that though, so I'm not. I have Refresher Course. I really did want to boost my refreshing capabilities somehow. The problem is, it's pretty hard to do that orb-wise. A lot of the orbs that... Oh, I just need Basalt Totem. I need in combat healing as well, don't get me wrong, but I just need the Basalt Totem. I'm not even going to bother shooting the Stomach Circle, to be honest. Just ain't worth. It's just not worth it. I want to get to the other Restore. This is going to be a bit of a painful fight. I do need to not... Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. This is going to be a painful fight, but not for long. I'm afraid, my poor turn knight, that there is a timer on this fight. Oh no. I love how turn knight literally gets basically hard counted by a single common relic. That's pocket sand. And if you have, for example, status symbol, that doubles the impact of pocket sand. And that's really cool. That's sorry, really cool. Not exactly cool per se in terms of it's not particularly balanced, but it's really funny. It's really funny. I have oboe, but the operation's still just like a bad idea because I don't have healing, right? Like, but it's so much more circle, and if I get an all or nothing, I can actually play for that pretty well, as well as the circle gains is actually just nice. Maybe I should just add it to my deck and move along. Or I should buy a thingy. Yeah, I need to buy a thingy. Absolutely. Equilibrium, Augur, Lucky Penny. I don't know which one I'll take. Let's just lose some health and then do this. Yeah, there we go. 24 gold. And do I need the gold? Not exactly, but whatever. Nice to collect, eh? Yeah, so no ambidextrony. That is very unfortunate. No super boots either, so I'm not immune to the max health pegs. Yeah, I absolutely need to pick up a 4-beat. I think at this stage, if I see another Buglob, I will pick it up. I didn't want to pick that one up, just because trying to get a fortification? That's not what I mean. Protect Orb, that's what I mean. But yeah, trying to get a Protect Orb right now is just a really good idea. Oh, whoops. That was the Bob-Orb. That was a really good way to kill enemies. Trying not to kill enemies too hard, just because I really do need more max HP. If you don't have in-combat healing, you just need tons of HP to work with. We don't have that just yet. I almost discarded that, that would have been close. There we go. Oh, I missed the refresh. Oh, that's fine. Fine. Are you still alive? Oh, congratulations, I suppose. Let's see if you can... Yeah, yes, I love Unicorn Horn. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, I really just need... I mean, you're worth it, yeah. I'm going to bring Basalt Toteming, you're absolutely worth it. Even if I'm not going to get that much value off of it, still worth it. Yeah, but I really do just need some form of in-combat healing, excessive amounts of max HP, or alternative... Not ideal. Or alternatively, excessive shielding. Any one of those would be amazing. So I just missed out on ambidextrony. That is a very big deal, yeah. It's actually really annoying. It's fine. Probably forces clarity, right? Yeah, probably forces clarity, unfortunately. But that's fine. I was kind of expecting clarity anyway. I've had more and more clarity runs recently, eh? I mean, it is such a ridiculous option, honestly. If your run needs clarity, your run needs clarity. And it's there for you, and it's amazing. And if your run doesn't need clarity, then you've got creativity, and that's solid. Creativity is generally not going to be too amazing, but it is always just going to be solid. And that is very nice. Especially for someone who is as greedy as I am. I love my greed. Not getting too many of the grinding Monstero pegs, but that's just because it's this map, and A, it's very hard to aim for them, and B, the longer you aim, the laggier it gets, so I generally try and shoot pretty quickly. Which can sometimes mean that you're actually losing a fair chunk of max HP, health on this map. The good news is we're getting such good max HP, it's amazing. I think getting a rubble tail deck is probably not ideal. Did I really just say that? It is probably not ideal, right? Yeah, no, it is. Wow, that's very interesting. To be clear, though, I should just make the correct play. I picked up this passive. It adds 2 extra crits on the board. I have this boss relic. Status effects have double intensity. Pretty cool. And as we know, Susceptible is a really good source of exploitable. Removal? Damn. Yeah, I'm not scared of Coin Dragon. Good. Besides, we have Oboe. We'll be fine. Technically, we are just absolutely fine in that way as well. Read the bubble was very good at doing exactly what I needed to do. Alright, so we'll go with that. Alright, nice and fancy. Oh my god, look at that. Plus 134 gold. Look at that illusion. 392. If only this next attack of the Coin Dragon could be dodged. Oh, the pummel one, I guess. One of them can't be dodged, right? I believe it's the pummel one. Well, because I didn't dodge the fire one. Sorry, I did dodge the fire one. Yeah. We get hit here, right? 96, down to... Oh, it can be dodged. Okay, nice. It just removes all your illusion beforehand. Maybe it can't be blind dodged. I don't recall. It's one of them. Fulk, I guess, is always going to be a messy passive in the final fight, especially against Coin Dragon, because he's literally just exists as a health pool. But even then, it's still absolutely fine for us, because we have such good scaling that we truly don't really care about a puny amount of extra shielding. It means absolutely nothing to us. Having some extra... Oh, that's a nice shot. That is a very pretty shot. Love that. Yeah, okay. We are very well set up right now. We definitely have some good stuff going on. I managed to get all restorbs off in that fight. 0 in combat active healing though. Like, yeah, we have restored them, that's nice, but it is only a restored. Alright, we have in combat healing now. It's just not of the type that I enjoy the most, but that's fine. Protect Orb is very good. I have way too many orbs in my deck for my taste. But if it works, it works. And it is kind of working. Okay, so nothing particularly insane here, but as we can see I have 1200 gold, so this skip option doesn't really look that lucrative, so I will just take a small focus blast. I don't believe that I want to reduce the refreshes on the board. I don't think that's worth anything for me, so I will just go with that. Because if we reduce the refreshes on the board, it's going to be harder to proc the lightning slimed pegs on the board, and I suspect that in the observer fight we're going to have perhaps just a few lightning slimed pegs on the board. That's just my expectation. We'll see if that's true, but something's telling me that might just be the case. We should be able to get a lot of gold here, which is like cool. Doesn't matter, but it is cool. I guess that gives us a lot of illusion, doesn't it? That's nice. So what's this observer fight looking like? 180 max HP. Like, we really did just play on hard mode and still just removed all of our... If I played on hard mode, removed all of our max HP and then recovered back up to... Well, we're near 200, aren't we? Like, that is just very, very impressive. We do have, oh, pretty much every single max HP source, eh? Like, we're missing Salt Shaker. Well, that's pretty much it. We have many restorbs, all of the con relics that boost max HP, and then Grinding Monster. It's pretty awesome. Especially since the Grinding Monster was super duper early. The Frog Ammo was also pretty quick, but I'd already added a lot of orbs in my deck at that stage. Mostly because of Haglins Satchel, I guess. Go with that again. I should be able to get enough crits for the susceptible to matter quite a bit. I'm not sure how much it's actually going to end up mattering, but I think it is a good idea. Combination of bombs plus lightning slimes is a good idea to mass activate the board. This is a very fair chunk of damage. We have Protector, which does not matter for this fight specifically, but is just very nice overall. Aim straight at this refresh, and then... Oh nice, we have an Echo Orb later. Maybe I can get good value out of the Echo Orb. I do have Refresh Perspective plus Refresher Course now, so the damage I can get consistently is actually pretty solid. I would love to get that Grinding Monster peg over there, but good luck to me. There we go, well. I'm a bit shocked that I got it for sure, yep. We have no sand arrows, but we have all of the rest of the combo for the common dodging relics, which is pretty awesome. Since obviously, as Peglin, we can't actually access Dodgy Dagger. Dodgy Dagger would be amazing for us, absolutely insane for us, but we can't access it. Luckily we do have Refresher Course to supplant that, give us some of the spinner scaling that we are looking for, but there's only so much it can do. As you can see right here, 4 spiners, not exactly a whole lot. This is mostly just because we don't have that many refreshes on the board. If we could get our hands on a peg bag or a crit also refresh, the number of our refreshes would drastically rise. It would, well, in one of the cases more than double, in the other case just double straight up, which is pretty damn amazing. That's the problem with having so many orbs in your deck as well. Summoning Circle is very unlikely to go Summoning Circle into Summoning Circle. It's rather unfortunate. Another Generator. It is absolutely, no doubt in my mind, worth it. Just getting Summoning Circle into Generator is all that matters, so we just need to get that. So yes, Clarity, and then we remove the bad orbs from our deck, which are of course Pebble, Dagger. Finally, we've gotten rid of all of the bad starting orbs from our deck, and then Cobra Orb also needs to go. It's done its purpose. We are sitting at 1500 gold. It has absolutely achieved its purpose, and that is fine by me. It does have a place in the final battle, just as a good damage orb, which also gets me a decent chunk of illusion thanks to Flaunty Gauntlets. That is not, however, a purpose that I desire to have. Not this time around. This time around, the orbs in our deck are just significantly better on average than that, so it's just not something I'm interested in, simply. But there are definitely times where I would appreciate it more, but we just have 3 Generate Orbs, 2 Summoning Circles, and a whole host of other orbs that I would just prefer to be shooting. I will actually be removing 1 more orb from my deck. I don't think it's actually particularly valuable with the Generator game plan that we've got going on. But I think I will get it removed from my deck. Not bad for sure. Okay, I actually got the effective criticism that I was kind of waiting for. Awesome. It's not great, but it's fun. I kind of wanted it. Yeah, it's just not a game plan that I want against this Observer. With such a large deck, it's just going to be very inconsistent. It's going to be very hard to line up specific... I don't have Round Guard or Super Boots or Ambidextrony. Huh, these are all three very big relics to have. There's also a Crystal Ballers, which is like pretty bad, apart from the part where... Oh, never mind, it's insane. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm missing a bunch of common relics that would be amazing. Crystal Ballers is absolutely worth it, so there you go. And the orb that's getting removed is of course Echo Orb. I do love Echo Orb against the Observer, it is quite solid, but with such a large deck it's going to be so inconsistent. I'm just not going to be able to find the damage on it that I want to. So I am going to get it removed there. I mean, let's just shield up, shall we? Do I think the shielding is remotely valuable this fight? No. But it's mildly fun, right? We'll shoot that. Ooh, we're getting some debuffs going. I like the look of that. Like 12 exploitable is such a massive deal. Such a massive deal. Exploitable is just so incredibly broken, it is absolutely worth using whenever you get the chance. It's why I added a susceptible to my deck, and it's why this passive is actually at least useful. Like, effective criticism is actually not a bad passive, purely because of the exploitable application. Granted, that's basically the only reason why it's actually a useful passive, but sometimes that is just those. Oh man, we are absolutely... Wow, I realized we had this much max health to work with. 216 is kind of nuts. Very, very impressive stuff, eh? So the Crystal Ballers is absolutely worth it. Even if I'm not shooting it, it's worth it. That's the thing. The main reason why I picked it up, because it creates 2 temporary crits on the board. And the temporary crits give me extra debuffs and, well, yeah, that's it, pretty much. But I think that's worth it. I think that alone is worth it. The crit activations, I guess, aren't even worth it. It also has the Wind Disc... You know, I mean, that is a line of text, I guess. Not really a line of text that I'm interested in, but it is a line of text. We Focus Blast can do something here. I do need... Hold on. Who is... Wait. The Circle? Is it really you? Oh my. That's really bad news. This guy's the biggest threat to me right now. And unfortunately he's in a very poor spot. Let's try and kill him with Focus Blast, shall we? Seems like a poor idea, doesn't it? But it's what I'm going for. Yeah, it's actually not bad. If I had more transparency on the board, maybe I could achieve it. Okay. Oh no. Tech Orb's actually such a bad orb to get here, but whatever. At least it's fun. I have so much shielding, but unfortunately that doesn't stop me from losing my max HP, so... Oh well. Oh, this doesn't work either, does it? Oh, that's such a shame. Unfortunately we go into the Soulfires before the bombs hit. But when the bombs hit, I handle a lot of the scary enemies. It's very nice, but I lost significantly more max HP than I would like to there. Significantly more. Terribly unfortunate, but what can you do? If we could improve our refreshing or critting capabilities, that would be massively, massively helpful. It would mean a lot, for sure. How are you gonna work? Pretty good, pretty good. Oof, yeah, pretty good, eh? Awesome stuff, and there we go, and there we go, yeah. We have a very good lineup currently, don't we? Truly amazing. You know, it might actually not be bad here, but I'll pass. Okay, well. We'll take a Refloster Stone, I guess. Yippee. I imagine that Super Boots is... Oh, okay. Going to cause us there to lose a bit of max HP because we go into a Soul Flame, but we did not. Alright, so let's see how much progress we can make in this first stage. I suspect that no matter what... Oh my god, where are my summoning circles? I can't even see them. I got Summoning Circle into Summoning Circle, but something's telling me that there's not a single orb after them, which is terribly unfortunate. But yeah, we're not going to be able to make much progress on his Circle. I suspect his Circle is just going to be maxed out, which is terribly unfortunate. However, I do believe that we are going to make pretty decent progress on his Intangibles, so hopefully that does work actually pretty well. Go. One more. There we go. Okay, pretty good stuff there. Pretty good. This is definitely a Crystal Baller shot, and it's definitely going to be here. Where are we at? 23. Yep, 23 is decent. Actually, the tangible shouldn't really matter, should it? Shouldn't really matter too much, so I guess I won't try too hard. Yeah. Of course, I got Summoning Circle into Summoning Circle at the end. That about checks out. I do care about shooting Protect Orb. Yep, got it. I honestly just need to get to my generate orbs ASAP there. They were useless to shoot on the other map. I did not care about shooting them on the other map, but this map I care about shooting them on. So, get to them, shall we? Hopefully, oh, I'm not even aimed straight at the black hole peg there. That's so unfortunate. Truly very unfortunate. I don't even have any multiple bust relics, do I? Oh, interesting. The temptation to... Yeah, no, I'm just going to aim for the Circle pick, I'm afraid. He's just about to max L strain me, and I don't really want to take that. It had 2 hits in it. That's unfortunate. Alright. We're making really, really poor progress so far, I'm going to be honest. The good news is... Well, as I do like to say, we are a scaling build, so our start is going to be extremely poor compared to our ending, but yeah, this is a very, very poor start for sure. Very rough start. Oh, I barely even got any slimes on the board there. Okay, but I did just see what my next shot was, so all is forgiven. Nice. So, yeah. I mean, it's over, right? It's just over. Simple as that. Where's the second refresh? I can see 1. Oh, there. Okay, got it. Definitely going to do a shot like that then. It is over. Very cool. Well, that was a fun observer fight, but I'm afraid it's over now. As I said, we are a scaling build, and our scaling has finished. We filled the board with lightning slime, so we win. Simple as that. Man, generator was so broken, eh? So good. We don't even have any multiple boss relics to go along with it. We just got mildly lucky to find 1 singular summoning circle. And with that 1 singular summoning circle we found, we duplicated one, so now we have 2 singular summoning circles in our deck. As it turns out, 2 summoning circles is pretty amazing. You can actually get summoning circle into summoning circle into whatever orb you want then you can do a lot with that. And that's precisely what occurred here. We managed to do an absolute ton with it, and that is amazing. 48 shielding, that should just keep us topped up. And yeah, as you can see, that exploitable is absolutely scaling. I added the susceptible to my deck, but it's just not even worth it anymore. It's pretty funny. I think it is still pretty solid, but yeah, definitely just not worth it anymore. Not to worry, I'm pretty sure that these guys just chance no matter what. Yep, as I said, when I shot that summoning circle into generate orb, it's just over. I'm afraid there's nothing the observer can do from here. We have the dodge combo as well, so we're not really losing any health. So despite the fact that we have 0 in combat healing, the dodge common relics have just absolutely prevented him from dealing any damage to us like whatsoever. Combined with the fact that the protect orb is just going to protect us extremely, extremely well. You know, we made sure to pick it up, and as such, we're basically going to lose like 0 health this entire fight. Like, that is just very, very cool. You know what else is very, very cool? Yeah. It's almost as if, you know, the summoning circle into generate orb was actually kind of insane, eh? I mean, that would just be crazy though. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, Rubber Orb is just a pretty good orb. This was just 1 singular summoning circle into Rubble, by the way. Like, should we just take a quick gander at this damage? It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. Oh man. Okay, this was a run. This was a run and a half. We got some very, very nice stuff happening this run. We got one of the best Haglins Satchels I've had in a million years, honestly. Like, I don't know if I've ever had a Haglins Satchel that's as good as that. I distinctly recall that once upon a time I did get a Haglins Satchel which was a Summoning Circle plus Potion build. That one did make me very happy. Technically, Bobble is like kind of better, but I definitely would prefer the Potion build. I have definitely had Haglins Satchels that good before, but they are a rarity. And that was just ridiculous, completely ridiculous. The area 1 was beautiful. Like, yeah, we didn't get a good sprouting area 1, but that's fine. We just dodged these doors, stacked up our gold, and then entered area 2, got tons of sprouting value, and then, well, yeah, we had 3,200 gold the entire run. Because the anvil that we picked up earlier, Perfect Forger, just gave us so much extra gold thanks to adding orbs like the Cobra Orb to our deck, or I mean, just cheating the 25 gold each time was hugely useful. Especially since if you have Perfect Forger, and you add a Restore to your deck, you don't have to spend that 10 extra gold to get the Restore upgraded. Because with the Restore, you just want to chuck the double upgrade on it instantly. Yeah, that was just kind of perfect. I really did just set my deck up well for the end there. I had way too many orbs in my deck. We had too many. I think these 2 orbs I would have liked. Honestly, these 3 orbs shouldn't have been in my deck. Bobble, Susceptible, and Crits Ballless. But I didn't know that I didn't want the Susceptible until I got Effective Criticism. Bobble, I just never really had a chance to get rid of it because there were always worse orbs to get rid of them. Bobble is technically an amazing orb, I just didn't want to rely on it. Because I could rely on it and I could use it to win with the Recombobulator, but I didn't want to do that. And Crits Ballless definitely wasn't worth it, but it was just going to be a mildly fun idea. And because I had so many orbs in my deck anyway, I thought it would just work out pretty well. And it was fine. just discarding the crits bolus is fine, right? Like, I don't have ambidextrous, so it's not amazing, but it still just was pretty solid. Anyway, that was Cruci 12. It was at least pretty hard, right? I did have some points where my health got pretty low, right? Yeah, it was mildly scary at points, but for the most part, I really did just keep my health up. And yeah, we also played on hard mode. Got the vampire event. We took the deal, but then we didn't take the Inferno Ingot. And that's painful. You know, losing half your max HP is a huge deal. That's why Inferno Ingot is as broken as it is, because it is honestly a pretty fair trade. But we just managed to survive because we had so many good tools for surviving, despite the fact that we didn't have any kind of in-combat healing coming from our passives. Technically, yes, we had the in-combat healing coming from Restorbs, but that's limited.